Hi friends, it's Dave again from Southgate Imaging. So today I want to do a quick comparison of two guitars I have in the studio, and these are sweet, sweet triple O, double O size guitars, really concert size guitars. So on my right here, I have a 12-year-old Seagull SWS Folk high gloss. It's all solid wood, and I have a Yamaha FSX3 that you've seen reviewed on the channel before. This is pretty much a keeper in my flock now. It's not going anywhere. Again, a double O, triple O size guitar. And what I'll do is I'll put them both down and I'll walk through them individually just to note the construction differences. And then we'll do some playing examples. And then we'll see where these things sit compared to each other. So I'll be right back with that. So here's the Yamaha FSX3. I reviewed this before. These are sweet guitars. There's just no question. They're just honey of guitar. So they're basically somewhere between a double O and a triple O size. This is it's probably not the top, because the top of the Yamaha range is like the FG9, FS9 kind of thing. So these are mid-range really now. They're kind of on par with the LL series, I guess. The LL is going to be more the rosewood kind of guitar, and these are going to be basically solid mahogany back and sides. These aren't ornate at all. Even the FS5s, there's no more bling on these. The FS5s are now, the new ones are gloss. In the past, they were just satin, and these are satin. But they're great guitars. So these have a ebony fretboard and bridge, solid Sitka spruce top. They have the ARE treatment, so it's tortified. Just a great guitar, as I said. Mahogany back and sides. The Yamaha open gear tuners, you can see them there, which are nice. And this one, because it's the EX and the X series, has the atmosphere pickup, 3-source pickup. It's a really good pickup. I've reviewed it in the past. You can't really beat it. So that's the Yamaha. The big difference between the Yamaha and the SWS Seagull, the Seagull is almost a step down construction-wise. So it's basically, the Seagull is going to have rosewood fretboard, rosewood bridge. It's non-bound. This isn't bound, but the Seagull is like, it feels non-bound. It's hard to explain that the edges aren't rolled at all. So it's a similar, probably the step down. The Seagull has a rosewood bridge and fretboard. This is ebony. So it's kind of the step up. I'll grab the Seagull and walk through that, and you'll see what that's going to look like. So here's the Seagull. So the Seagull is a rosewood fretboard, rosewood bridge, solid, I believe it's Sitka spruce top, solid mahogany back and side. And it has a body binding here, but the fretboard isn't bound. And it's actually a slightly shorter scale. I have to measure them actually, but it feels a little shorter than the Yamaha. And the Yamaha is a short scale as well. The Yamaha is closer to 25. So this is certainly, it might even be like a touch over 24 and a half. Is kind of where I think this is at. It has, of course, the Seagull headstock, and you either like it or you don't. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm so used to it, I don't even notice it anymore. It's just a Seagull headstock. It doesn't bother me at all. In the past, it's bothered a lot of people. The standard Seagull tuners, some of the more modern SWS have fancier tuners and stuff. This model was the model like just before the Artist series. So all the bling and everything is in the Artist series, but a lot of the folk artists play exactly like this. If you play them back to back, there's really no difference in the older ones. The nice thing when you buy a guitar of this age, you don't need tortification, because it's been tortified already. It's naturally tortified. If you look at the top, they didn't put toner in these, right? This was a white guitar when it was manufactured. It's not white anymore. It has a nice suntan look, and that's what you're getting. So, when you're feeling it, and this is what's hard to see from the spec sheet, when you're feeling it, the Yamaha still feels more deluxe. It feels more upmarket. There's no question. But the big question with these is, what's the sound going to be like, and how's it going to compare? So let's do some playing examples, and we'll see how this goes. So there you have it. I enjoyed that. What can I say? The sound, to me, of the Seagull, maybe a touch boxier. I would say the FS3 maybe sounds more luxurious, a deeper sound that you're missing in the Seagull. The Seagull still sounds very good. It's nice to take a stripped down guitar like that into a jam and see how good it sounds in a good room, because it can still fill the room. It's a different sound, but it's a very nice sound. Everyone's ears is different. Everyone's ear are different, but this is what I hear when I play them. But they're both really fun guitars, and they're really fun guitars to own. I think what I'm trying to say is the FS is certainly a better guitar. It's a higher end guitar. There's no question about it. But the FS retail in Canada, this is about a $1,500 guitar. The the Seagulls are interesting buys because when they were released, they were like $500 $500 guitars. Now they're up to probably 12, and at $1,200, I don't think they compete, to be honest. And as much as I like Canadian guitars, that's my feeling. However, in the used market, you're going to pick up SWS guitars far cheaper than you're going to find FS3s. Far cheaper. An FS3 used is like 900 to 1,000. That's pretty much where they're going to be. And add electronics and they keep going up. So if you're looking for an entry-level solid guitar that's not made in China, it's North American made, I don't know of anything that you can get into for the price of the Seagull. And that's an important thing to think about. So if you're just looking for an instrument to take to a jam that you're not going to worry about, for an example, the last thing I worried about yesterday with the SWS was a ding or something. It was actually pretty ding when I bought it. And you don't really care. You're at a jam and it allows you to enjoy the jam. When you go to a jam with a $2,000 guitar, trust me, you don't want someone falling over your guitar. So that's where I see them. They're both great guitars, and I would say the Seagull is a little lower end than these, and it's the same way they were when they were competing with Laravea's Canadian-made guitars. To be honest, they were always the step below, but a step certainly above a laminate back and side Seagull or domestic laminate back and side. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Remember to like and subscribe. Any questions about really the Yamahas? Obviously, I'm always Yamaha stuff. For the Seagulls, I always had a fond spot for the Seagulls and always will. Let me know. Love chatting about them. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks. Bye.